and I'd like to welcome you to Oral Communications. It is truly an honor and a privilege to walk with you through the next few weeks as we explore how we can become more effective communicators and more confident public speakers. As I reflect on my own public speaking background, I'm reminded that my parents have often told me I was born talking. In fact, in first grade, my teacher made every attempt to move me around in the classroom so that I wouldn't talk to anyone. Somehow it just didn't work, and she told my parents, "I don't think Kimberly's aware of how often she's talking." So it was no surprise to anyone when I began majoring in speech communication at Bethel University. During my sophomore year at Bethel, I also began competing in speech and debate tournaments. I enjoyed it so much that during my senior year, I became a teaching assistant for those courses, and I also coached the team as they competed as well. After graduating from Bethel, I moved to Iowa, where I got married, and I worked for an agricultural company in customer service and sales until we started a family and I began staying home full time to be with our children. In 2007, I went back to graduate school at Colorado State University to pursue a master's degree in English, which I completed last December. In addition to teaching this course at CCU, I work as a substitute teacher in the school district where my children attend, and I also coach the forensics team at Lucille Irwin Middle School. As I think about weaknesses as a public speaker, I'm reminded, particularly as a parent and as a teacher, that I am always learning. I am reminded that I need to continue to be aware of what my students need and what my children need, and I need to work hard to make sure I'm being a good listener and aware of the audience. I recognize that sometimes I get focused on delivering content and I'm less aware of what my audience or what my classroom may need to hear from me. So this is an area where I continue to work. When I think about my strength as a public speaker, one area where I've really worked, and I believe I've grown as a public speaker, has to do with organization and planning. When I was in high school, if a teacher gave a public speaking assignment, I would think, "Oh, I'll wing it, it'll be easy." However, when I got to college and began competing in speech and debate tournaments, I recognized that planning and organization were a key to effectively communicating and doing well at those tournaments. So this is an area I continue to excel at and work on. In answer to the question, how can God use my communication skills to influence others? The first thing I think of is God wants to use our communication skills to bring Him glory. I'm reminded of the verses in 1 Peter chapter 4, verses 10 and 11. Each one should use whatever gift he has received to serve others, faithfully administering God's grace in its various forms. If anyone speaks, he should do it as one speaking the very words of God. I don't think these verses necessarily mean that we always need to be speaking about spiritual things, but I do believe they're addressing the idea that we should be honoring God with the gifts He's given us. I believe our ability to communicate is one of God's greatest gifts, because I believe He created us to be communicators with Him and with each other. So as I think about how can I use my communication skills to influence others, my hope would be that I could encourage others to grow and develop their communication skills, to develop their confidence, both interpersonally and in public speaking. My goal for this class is that we all learn from each other. As we listen to each other's presentations and provide constructive feedback, I believe that we can encourage and learn from each other through this process. I hope that each of us, including me, can grow as effective communicators. I can assure you that good communication skills are key in every area of your life, personally, professionally, and even spiritually. I really hope that you will embrace this opportunity to learn together. Finally, I'd like to address a few housekeeping issues. As you get ready to prepare your presentation for this first assignment, I want to let you know which rubric I'll be using to grade the assignment. If you go to our course homepage and click on Doc Sharing, it will open up a page that lists all of the documents we'll be using for this course. As you scroll down the page, you'll see a document that says CAGS Presentation Grading Rubric. If you click on this, it will open a document that allows you to see all of the expectations I will have for your presentation. There's one section that refers to use of a PowerPoint presentation, and that isn't applicable for this assignment. I certainly don't expect anyone to have a PowerPoint for this first presentation. In conclusion, if any of you have any questions or concerns, please do not hesitate to contact me. My information is listed under Faculty Contact Information on the course homepage. If you click on that, it lists my email address and phone number, times that you can reach me. I'm happy to help in any way that I can. My goal really is just to encourage you and work with you. I really look forward to getting to know each of you and hearing the things that you have to share.